Primal Groudon and Kyogre coming out 2 Pokemon Go, so we're going to give you the top counters to help you guys max out and be efficient on getting the most Mega Energy on these 2 Pokemon in Pokemon Go. So welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go! Primal Groudon and Kyogre are out on Wednesday the 23rd at 10 a.m. And they're going to go all the way until Saturday at 10 a.m. local time. And this is going to be when the Global Go Fest starts. So we are going to be covering that tip video coming out very soon. But this is very important here because these Pokemon are very powerful. Because Groudon as a Primal will cover 3 typings. So having it at Mega Level 3, including the Kyogre, is very valuable. Groudon covers all Sunny Weather boosts, and Primal Kyogre is going to cover all of the Water boosts. And if you guys do need more raid battles or anything else, please check in the pinned comments below. Jump into the Discord. You guys can be in there totally free, or you can get into the Patreon to go from a premier raid tier or all the way up to be on my friends list and raid with myself. So make sure to optimize on all the XL candy and the primal energy that you can here. And the one benefit about these Pokemon is they both share the same exact 100% IV. So 2351 will be both of the level 20 100% IVs for these Pokemon. However, the Groudon gets boosted in sunny weather and the Kyogre gets boosted in the rainy weather. And that's going to go all the way to level 25 at 2939 for level 25. Opposite typings for the boost, but maybe you'll get one of them. And then also, if you guys are looking to get more XL candy for these Pokemon, the Pokemon that will hit both of these is going to be the Mega Swampert. So Mega Swampert will be the best Pokemon to use if you have it at a Mega Level 3. That's very beneficial because you will get the ground typing to cover the Groudon and the water typing to cover the Kyogre. Great to yield you the most XL candy when catching these Pokemon. And just remember that they do have shinies out as well. Alright, so now let's start breaking down the counter guides and include everything we need to know about Primal Groudon, and then we'll get into Primal Kyogre. Just a reminder, Primal Groudon turns to fire as well as ground, so it is going to actually be double weak to water, which is going to be the typing that we are going to exploit here to help take it down fastest. And also, it's going to be single weak to ground. This Pokemon has a max CP of 6,672, so it's extremely strong, but with the double typing, it does make it much more vulnerable than is the Kyogre. Kyogre is much harder to take down. And the movesets on these Pokemon is going to be Mud Shot and Dragon Tail. And then as far as the charge moves, it's going to get Earthquake, Solar Beam, as well as Fire Blast. And Solar Beam is going to be problematic for us, but it's not going to deter us. The reason being is because even though our water Pokemon will get taken out faster, it's still more efficient to take this Pokemon down with water type Pokemon than it is going to a different typing. So even though you're going to tank a Solar Beam here and there or dodge a Solar Beam, it's still going to be worth taking this Pokemon down the fastest to get you the most primal energy for this Groudon. So at level 40 counters, it's going to take 3.01 trainers to take it down. So this Pokemon is trioable. Maybe under the right situation with the water boost, the best friend bonuses, you could get close to the duo, but I don't know if it's actually possible. You guys can let me know in the comments below if you know anybody or if you have completed that, or you can tag me in social media. I'd love to see it. And as far as the strongest Pokemon to go after this Pokemon, number 1 is going to be Kyogre, okay? So although in this counter guide it is saying that the Mega Swampert is going to be number 1, when you power them all the way up to max level 50, the Swampert is going to be second and the Kyogre is going to be first with Waterfall as well as Origin Pulse. Then in the second spot we're looking at the Mega Swampert, but the Mega Swampert is very valuable because you can use it as a meta attacker and you can also yield more XL candy when going after that Kyogre. So it's very beneficial here for both typings. And that one's going to be with Water Gun and Hydro Cannon. The Hydro Cannon is obviously the Calm Day move. In spot number 3 we have Mega Blastoise. In spot number 4 we have Mega Gyarados. I would suggest sticking to the top 2. Then in spot number 5 we have Waterfall and Aqua Tail on the Gyarados in the Shadow form. And then in spot number 6 we have the Shadow form of the Swampert. In spot number 7 we have the Shadow for Alligator. And then in spot number 8 we have the Waterfall and the Origin Pulse on the regular Kyogre. And spot number 9 we are going to be getting the regular Swampert. And spot number 10 we have the Gyarados. Okay, so you already have great Mega Pokemon or a Primal, great Shadow Pokemon, and you have budget counters in here as well into spots number 10. In spot number 11 we have the Greninja. In spot 12 we have Shadow Blastoise. In spot 13 we are going to have the Kingler. And spot 14 we are going to have the Feraligatr. Okay, so that's going to be everything you need to know about this Pokemon. And the weather conditions that affect the Groudon is sunny weather is going to boost the Groudon. It's also going to boost the Catch Groudon, and it's also going to boost all of its movesets. So when it does have Solar Beam with sunny weather boost, it's going to be the most destructive. The only other weather condition affecting this Pokemon is going to be the windy weather, which will boost Dragon Tail. Not really that big of a deal for us, but the rainy weather will be good to get boosted Kyogres and also take down Groudon the fastest. Okay, so that's going to transition us into the Primal Kyogre. It's going to max out at the the exact same stats at 6, 6, 7, 2. It will have a single weakness to grass and a single weakness to electric, so with that single weakness instead of the double, it makes this Pokemon much more challenging to take down. The movesets on this Pokemon for the quick moves are going to be Waterfall, and for the charge moves, we have Blizzard, we have Thunder, we have Hydro Pump and Surf, and then the legacy move is going to be the Origin Pulse. We have the exact same 100% IVs that we did cover, however, this Pokemon is going to get boosted by the rainy weather. And as far as taking this Pokemon down, with level 40 counters, it's going to take 4.56 trainers to take this down. So essentially 5 trainers to take it down. And if you get to level 50 counters, while yes, it's going to make it better, it's still a very challenging takedown here. Number one, because going after this with Blizzard is going to KO all grass Pokemon, so that's going to be a challenge. And it's just very tanky and it doesn't have that double weakness. And all of its moves do hit very hard, so they will almost KO any Pokemon that you are fighting it with. So as far as the top attackers to take this Pokemon down, in spot number 1, we do have the Mega Sceptile. If you are going to use that Mega Sceptile, just remember you will lose the Mega Boost. That's going to get you more XL Candy from Swampert for both of these Pokemon, so I don't suggest it. In spot number 2, we have the best Pokemon here is going to be Kartana with Razor Leaf and Leaf Blade. I can't wait till Kartana comes out with its shiny form so I can raid for this Pokemon and get the 100% IV because it's very valuable and it's very, very powerful. Vine Whip and Power Whip on Zarude in spot number 3. In spot number 4, we're going to have the Mega Venusaur, followed by Shadow Raikou with Wild Charge, and the Xurkitree in spot number 6 with Discharge and Spark. So we have 2 Ultra Beasts that are very effective against water Pokemon here, being the Kartana and the Xurkitree, which when the shiny form do come out, I highly suggest you guys hunt these Pokemon. And then we have Shadow Magnezone, Shadow Electivire, then we have Mega Manectric, Shadow Tangrowth, then we're going to have Zekrom with Fusion Bolt, and the Raikou with Wild Charge. And then as far as the top electric Pokemon that we are going to be recommended, in spot 26 we have Magnezone with Spark and Wild Charge, and in spot number 29 we have Razor Leaf and Grass Knot on the Roserade. Okay, so those are going to be the top counters to take down this Pokemon. Obviously we can still use all of the grass starters that come, such as Sceptile, such as Venusaur. They all work as budget counters. However, for this particular Pokemon, most of the counters are going to be premier earning XL Candy Pokemon such as Legendaries and Ultra Beasts. You can also use some of those shadows that I did mention, such as Shadow Tangrowth, even though it's much harder to get a good IV of that Pokemon. So that's going to do it for this counter guide, guys. Get out there, capitalize on this extra Mega Energy because these Pokemon are very valuable to attack with and they're very valuable to get more XL Candy with. So having multiple of these to all the way to Mega level 3 is going to be powerful. If you do max out energy, please make sure to go through, Mega Evolve a few of them, and you can put them in a folder and you can Mega Evolve them for free once the time lapses and it's available. So thank you guys for being here as always. To all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody take your support, subscribe, and page to us, and see you guys out in the next video. Peace.
I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.